All right. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mindy Diebel. I'm a Blue Diamond here at Trinant, and I am so excited for a special treat today. You guys, here's what I can tell you. I would grab a pen and paper to take some notes because you're going to hear from one of the very best on how to grow a team in a massive way. As you know, in network marketing and really in anything in big business, if you're going to build a multi-million-dollar company, the number one thing that you have to have is a system and a duplicatable system. And this gentleman who you are going to hear from, first of all, he's an icon in the industry. He's got tons of experience, built to the top of not just one company, but another company, okay? Has helped a lot of people create success, got started in Trinant and was able to hit the diamond position in 60 days, okay, broke records. And he can kind of tell you his story. But what I can tell you is I watched him grow like crazy and I saw what he was doing, and it was very duplicatable, very simple, plugging into a system that absolutely works. And each and every one of you have the power to do the same thing. So I don't want to take any more time because I'm going to let him kind of explain his journey and what he's done and how each and every one of you can really take advantage of something to absolutely explode. So you guys, grab a pen and paper to take some notes. Tag your teams, and please help me welcome Mr. Aaron Parker. Aaron, thank you so much for joining us last minute. We're so excited to hear from you.
Hey, Mindy, thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you. I love your passion. Always, always. It's so amazing.
You know what helps? It's mojo time. Come on. Let's
Yes,
go.
get
Who's
after
got
it.
their mojo? Mojo morning. Make some noise. Let's see. I see all the coffee cups coming out. There we go.
Awesome.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, definitely get excited. First of all, I'm honored. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you, Mindy, for the invite. Anytime Mindy calls, I'm like, yes, got to take the call. Whatever I can do to help anytime. Always, always, always excited to help contribute to all the teams and help anyone I can take their business to the next level, whatever it is that you're looking to do. So I hope that this training gives you guys just a little bit of a tweak, a little bit of a light bulb, something you can grab a hold of, something that you can implement in your business, something maybe you already know, but you're not doing. I mean, let's just real talk, right? How many of us know what we should be doing every day, but we're not always doing it, right? Come on. Listen, I'm in the same boat, all right? We're all human. So what Mindy wants me to talk about specifically is the the ATM, add tag message. Every time we talk about ATM, there's always somebody, what is ATM? It's not an ATM machine, although using the ATM strategy can fill up your bank account and you can get more money out of the ATM machine too. But it stands for add tag message. And we're going to break down this simple strategy for you today. I'll jump in the chat here as well. If you guys have any questions about anything we're covering, just, fire away. So the basic premise of the ATM strategy is you're leveraging a system that's already in place. So you don't have to be the expert. You don't have to answer questions. You don't have to do the presentation. You don't have to know everything. You can literally just plug people into something that's a well-oiled machine that is already working and just plug people into it and let it work its magic, okay? Now, there are some things that you have to do for that magic to work as well. And we're going to talk about what those things are. I'm going to give you my personal flow, my personal process on using the ATM groups. And I know that everyone watching this is on different teams and there's different ATM groups out there. So we have two basic types of groups. And regardless of what group you're using, it all works the same. Okay, we have a product group, and that ATM product group is just products. Nobody talks about the business. Not usually in the product group. It's all product based. You're going to have all of the product information in this product group. So anyone who is asking you or curious about any of the products, one of the very first things you want to do is get them into the product ATM group. Then you also have a business or a make money ATM group, and that's the recruiting group. That's for prospects, people who want to make money. So, one of the questions is, well, do I add people into both? Again, disclaimer. I know that we all have different upline leaders. Everyone teaches something different. I'm not saying my way is the right way. This is just what I do. So just keep that in mind. I personally, if I have a prospect who's interested in the business, I put them in both groups. If they're interested in making money, well, obviously they need to be in the make money ATM group. And I'm also going to put them in the product group, because anyone who's interested in the business also needs to see that and see all of the incredible products. However, if I have a prospect who's only interested in the products and they don't want to make money, they're not interested in the business, I'm not putting them in the make money group. Why would I put someone in a make money group if they're not interested in making money, right? That could blow them out. They could lose interest. They could be offended. They could be mad, all those things. So just put them in the product group if that's all they're interested in. So that's kind of how I do that. So one of the reasons why the ATM strategy is so powerful, and I just mentioned it a few minutes ago, is that it's a system that's already in place. And one of the big reasons why I decided to join Trinot is because of all the years I've been in this industry and made 6 and 7 figures in opportunities. I've never used the ATM strategy until now. Now, of course, I've heard about it. I've seen other teams using it, but I've never used one myself. And the main reason was I was like, that's a lot of work. Just being honest. I was like, I got to go make all these ATM groups and run these groups. And it's just so much to manage. It's so much work. It's going to take so much time. And I didn't have an upline in previous companies who did it. So it's like, I'm not doing that. Right. But when I saw what we had here, and Tina reached out to me and showed me the system, a huge part of the system that's in place with Trinot is the ATM strategy. It's already done. And so guess what Tina did? When I was still a prospect, when I was still on the fence, when I was still taking a look, she ATM'd me. Hello, all right? So she put me in the groups. She put me in the product group, put me in the business group, and that was it. And she said, you got to get in here, scroll through, look at all the testimonies, just take a few minutes and go through and look at the thousands of testimonies that are in this product group. You're going to be blown away. She edified and with excitement talked about these groups. Now, I'm going to give you another this is just kind of the way that I do it, and also what Tina did with me. And some people do this differently. I don't ever ask for permission or tell people, hey, is it okay if I add you to a group? I never do that. I know some people do. That's okay. It's just what I do. Tina didn't ask me. Okay. What do we do instead? If someone's interested and they've expressed interest, right? Sure, I'll take a look. What is it? Tell me more. Well, I want to learn more about the products. I want to learn more about the business. Well, how can I make whatever it is, right? Whatever they've expressed, a seed of interest, just like I did with Tina. The next step in the process, great. Hold on. Boop. Add to the group. You guys catch that? It's subtle. They've already given you permission because they've expressed interest. They've already raised their hand. They said, yes, tell me more. What is it? What about this? They start asking you questions. Little side note, I don't answer any questions, because as soon as you start answering tons of questions, they're going to think they have to know all the answers too. And I, on purpose, don't answer questions, even if I know the answer. Okay. Usually 9 times out of 10, what I'm doing is I'm directing them to what? The system. What's the system? The ATM groups, because all the answers are in there. And usually the questions someone's asking, all they're really asking, they're not really asking what they're asking. What they're really asking is, does it work? Is it working? And can it work for me? That's it. Can I do this? That's really all they want to know, regardless of this whole other list of questions that probably doesn't even matter. Is it working? Can I do it? And the ATM groups, they answer that because they see it's working for other people. And when you share the excitement of how simple it is, and you just plug people into the ATM group, subconsciously or consciously, they're like, wow, this is simple. I can do this. So Tina adds me to the group, and instantly, what do I see? Testimony, just thousands of testimonies. I'm like, what? This is crazy. This is amazing. It's already done. I was like, the system's done. The prospecting machine is in full effect, and I don't have to do it. How cool is that? Come on, who's excited? Drop a like, drop a comment. Who's excited about not having to go recreate it or go build something? The system's already in place. And if anyone's watching this and if you're not a part of the ATM product group or business group, make sure as soon as we're done here, you message your sponsor and be like, hey, get me in the ATM product group and business group. Okay. And there's different groups out there, so just check with your upline. Okay. So I don't ask for permission to add them to the group. They've already expressed interest. So Tina, add me to the group. I'm seeing everything. That's what I did when I got started. And let me back up really quick. So one of the powerful aspects, the framework, the foundation of why the ATM group is so powerful, it's a system. You don't have to do it. It's already done for you. And it's social proof. Write that down. Social proof. A lot of times what people do when you go online, you go on Google, you go on Yelp, you go on Amazon, where do you go? You go to look at the reviews. Anyone else look at reviews? I do, because reviews are powerful. So there's always going to be 1-star reviews, by the way. It's so funny if somebody says, well, I heard something negative about a product. Okay, and like, welcome to the real world, right? There's always going to be a couple 1-stars out there in every product. I'll go to the most amazing restaurant. I'm like, this restaurant should be 10 stars. It only get 5 stars. But I'm like, this is the best restaurant ever. And I look at their review. I'm like, somebody gave it a 1 star? Like, what are they thinking, right? So my point is that there's always going to be negative reviews out there. But the beauty of the ATM groups, it's all 5-star reviews. Right? When you go into a product ATM group or the business ATM group, are there any negative reviews in there? No, because we don't allow negativity, right? It's all so your prospect, they are seeing the social proof. They're seeing the reviews of hundreds and hundreds of people who are loving these products. In the business group, hundreds of thousands of people who are loving the business, who are having success in the business. Okay, great question. So how do you overcome if your prospect doesn't want to accept the invite to the group, right? And now, obviously, if they're not on Facebook, that's a whole nother story. Not much we can do there, right? Most people are on Facebook, but there's maybe 1 out of 100 that is not. I'll usually tell them, well, you're missing out. Go create a free Facebook account, and you can just use it to get access to the information. But regardless, if they're on Facebook and they don't want to accept the invite, this is where you have to just share your excitement, right? Obviously, for me, I'm looking for people who are genuinely interested, genuinely serious. If I'm talking to John and John expresses interest and he's like, well, I really don't want to be in the group. I got the invite, but I don't want to go in another group. Say, John, listen, I can appreciate that. I understand. There's a lot of groups out there. There's a lot of spam out there. There's so much noise out on Facebook. I get it. But here's the deal. This group doesn't have any of that. This is a special group. It's a controlled environment. And once you accept the invite to the group, guess what? You can leave anytime. And once you get in there, you're going to be blown away. And the only way for me to be able to properly get the information to you is in this group. So would it be okay if you accept the invite? Get in there. I don't want you to miss out. Use that. Okay. I don't want you to miss out. You can leave anytime. So you see how I agreed with him. I kind of like brought down the guard. I'm understanding the frustration of Facebook. And then I say, but here's the deal. And you just share your excitement. Now, if somebody's still refusing to go in the group, number one, you're probably wasting your time, just being honest, because they're probably never going to order anyway, right? But worst case, you just send them to your website. Like, okay, I mean, you're missing out, but you can just go to my link and take a look at the products there. Let me know if you have any questions. Now, here's the thing. When they come back with questions, guess what I do? I say, well, that's a great question. The answer's in the group. I always point them to the answer in the group. Could be a presentation, could be another video if it's in the Make Money group, could be let me give you an example. So I had someone message me the other day. Glad that helped, by the way. I had someone message me the other day and they said, hey, do you have a product that can help with fill in the blank. Have you guys ever got that? Okay. Do you have a product that can help with fill in the blank? Here's what I did. I went to the product group and I searched for that thing, the ailment, the pain, the challenge, the struggle, the health challenge. In the group, there's a search feature. Go search for it. So when this person messaged me the question, I didn't send them to Google. I didn't send them down a rabbit hole. I didn't try to answer the question. I didn't try to be the expert. I literally just said, hold on. Went to the group. It took me 2 minutes. And I found dozens of posts of testimonies, reviews, 5-star reviews of people who used this product to help with this product to help with this product to help with this. I'm like, oh my, this is brilliant. Like, this is a gold mine, right? And so I screenshotted some of those reviews. And I said, boom, boom, boom. Here's some of the products. And you can see some of the testimonies of people who are getting results with that thing using these products. And I said, I can also get you access to learn more about the product. Would you like to learn more? And what do you think he said? Absolutely. Great. Hold on. I add him to the group. By the way, if you're new to the ATM process, to add someone to the group, you do it from your phone or from your computer. You're going to click to invite. The button on Facebook says invite. And when you do that, it's then going to have you invite Facebook friends, and you will click on the name of the person. They do have to be your Facebook friend in order to invite them. Now that is going to send them, as we mentioned before, it's going to send them an invite, which they have to accept. So the best way to get them to accept the invite, here it is. You invite them. Let me back up. What if you're not friends with them? What do? Well, there's 2 things you can do. One is I will usually say this. Say, hey, John, do me a favor. Accept my friend request really quick so that I can get you access to the information. You catch that? Not, I'm going to add you to groups. Nobody wants to get added to groups. Accept my friend request real quick. I throw real quick in there because it's, like super fast. So I can get you access. Everyone likes access to the information. 99% of the time, boom, they accept my friend request. Great, got that done. Now, I go add them. I invite them. The next step is the third part of the ATM is tag. So I will tag them in a post, but you can't just tag them. You should tag them in a post, but it doesn't stop there. There's a 4th step. There's ATM, add tag. So tag is 2. 3 is message. So there's not a 4th step. 4th step is follow up. But the M, add tag message, message means you're messaging them. And what do you say in your message? Well, it could be, hey, I just tagged you in a post. Go look for it in your notifications. You could do that. What I do is I will send a direct link to the post to them on Messenger. There's a couple ways to do that. So on your phone, I know most people are on mobile, right? So really quick, if we go to ATM group, I'm just walking through the process really fast. And you find the post. It could be a presentation. It could be a product testimony. All you're going to do is you're going to click on send. So write that down, send. You click send, and then it's going to pop up in Messenger the ability for you to send that post to someone on Messenger. So simple. You pull up their name, click send, boop. It just sent them a direct link to that post. Now you've already invited them to the group, so now they're going to click on the link, and it's going to be much easier and much faster for them to accept the invite. Another thing you can do is at the top of each post, there's 3 dots, okay? If you click on the 3 dots, you have the ability to click copy link. Copy link. When you click copy link, you can then go and you can you paste that link to them via Messenger, via even email, via text message. And now you are giving them a direct link to that actual post. So someone's asking about a specific product, you add them to the group, you tag them in the post, and you message them a direct link. And then don't forget the secret fourth step is follow up. Okay. So do you send them an invite to join the group in Messenger as well? So I am essentially sending them a direct link to the group. And so I've already invited them. And now you send them a direct link to a post in the group, or you could, by the way, here's another little option. You could just send a direct link to the actual group. For example, when you're in the group, there's a little button that says share. And if you click on share, it'll give you the option to copy link. That is a link to the actual group. So they click on that link. Now they're got the page right in front of them and they can click to accept the invite. Okay. For those of you on Zoom, yes, this is being recorded. It is in the Power Players Facebook group for the replay. You guys will be able to watch that. Okay. Or wherever you may be watching this replay. This will be available as a replay 24/7. So you can send this to your team. All right. Any other questions? Feel free to drop them in the chat. So we've got the process, the reviews, how to add tag message, some of the little secrets that we've used. And one of the key elements that makes this work is you. It's your excitement. It's your energy. It's you having the confidence and the posture to know what we've got our hands on, how excited you are. Oh my goodness, don't miss out. You've got to see this. That is the level of intensity and excitement that I brought to this when we joined, and that helped to propel our business. We plugged into the system that was well-oiled, that was working already, and we just threw lighter fluid on it. The lighter fluid is what? It's you. It's your prospecting. And here's a question I would ask all of you. And this is something, remember in the beginning, we talked about this. You know what you should be doing, but are you doing it? And so here's one of those things. How many people are you ATMing every day? And I want you to write that question down. And I want you to ask yourself that question every day. And the number should never be zero. Like if you're working 5 days a week, if you're working 6 days a week, whatever it is, doing this super part-time, doesn't matter. Every day, you have to be ATMing. Even if it's one. Worst case, one. Okay? Doesn't matter how busy you are. You can always ATM one person a day. So now compound that. And imagine you ATMing, let's just say if you did 2 a day, I think 2 is more of a magic number. Okay. If you did 2 a day, you're now at like 50 a month. Imagine what would happen to your business if you're ATMing 50 people a month. Now, if you want to know how we were able to achieve success so fast, is we just like 100x'd it. And I was ATMing 20, 30 people a day. And we did that just with massive energy as fast as we could, because success loves speed, but success also loves consistency. So don't fall off the bandwagon and make a promise to yourself, to your goals, to your vision, to your family, and say, I'm going to ATM every day, at least once a day. Go for 2 or 3, but at least once a day. And now you make sure you're doing it. And now here's where the compound effect comes in. Great book, by the way, Compound Effect. It's like magic, and it works with this process. Now imagine your team doing this with you. So if you're ATMing 2 a day, that's 50 a month, let's say. Okay. Now imagine having 5 people on your team also doing that. That's now 10 people on your team. Now that's 500 ATMs a month, right? But it starts with you. You've got to make the commitment to make sure you're ATMing every day. Stick with, put up a chart, put up something on your wall. Like every day, how many, I ATM someone, put a little mark, check. Oh, I just did another one, check. I just did another one, check. And just keep going every day. Never have a zero. And then rally your team behind this with you so they're ATMing with you every day. Make it fun, make it exciting. Okay. So I just want to, one other quick thing, and then I'll wrap it up and I'll just take any questions or anything else, Mindy, you want me to cover. And that is that when we're talking about recruiting, so I talked a lot about the product side, right? Give you a couple strategies on product questions. I don't answer any product questions. I literally just find the answer in a group and I say, here's the answer. Well, can you just tell me the answer Absolutely. Here it is. Well, can you just tell me the answer? You guys see where I'm getting at, right? I don't answer the question. I make them go to the link in the group to get the answer because I'm using the system. I'm leveraging the power of the system because now they're in the group. And what are they seeing? They're not just seeing Aaron Parker, who's not an expert on product. They're seeing it from someone else, third party. Not only that, they're seeing hundreds of other testimonies in the group. It's like secret sauce. So always answer their product question with a link from the group. Does that help? On the recruiting side, here's all we did. Okay. I did what Tina did to me. So just keep that in mind. People aren't always going to duplicate perfectly. I get that. But you want to keep it simple. And what Tina did with me, she got me in the groups and she told me to watch a presentation that Kylie did. And that was it. I was like, wow, this is amazing. The system's already done. I just got to plug in. So when we got started, we did the same thing. I was ATMing like a madman, just all day. ATM, getting people in the group, watch the presentation. In the group, watch the presentation, follow up. Don't forget the follow up. Follow up's like the secret little key there. You got to keep following up. Nobody's going to join on the first exposure. Tina messaged me a lot before I joined. Okay. If she had only messaged me 5 times, I wouldn't be here today because she messaged me more than 5 times following up. So remember, follow up, edify, and promote the presenter. So now we're on the recruiting side. This will be really quick. When you are ATMing a prospect who's interested in making money, they're interested in the business, you want to, with excitement, express why you're so excited about this. You follow the whole ATM process and you say, watch this. And you get them to a presentation. Could be a live, sometimes there's live presentations in the Make Money Facebook groups, or it's a replay. One of the biggest videos that I used was one that Bree did. I used Kylie's video. I used a video that, but one that Bree did, I used like crazy. And I literally, in all my prospecting, I was like, I got this incredible video. You've got to watch it to find out what's happening. This opportunity is unbelievable. This lady, Bree, and I'm blowing her up. This lady's amazing. I'm just like edifying her. You got to see this. This information is going to blow you away. How soon can you watch it? And as soon as I have their interest and as soon as I know when they're going to watch the information, I ATM them and I send them a link to the presentation that's in the ATM group over and over and over and over again, following up with everybody, getting them to watch the presentation in the Make Money ATM group, the recruiting group, the prospecting group. And the more that you do this on a daily basis, it's just numbers. You're going to start enrolling more people in your business. But you're the secret sauce. So the system is there, but you are the jet fuel, okay? You are the jet fuel. You are the lighter fluid that you have to pour on to the system for it to ignite your business. You want to ignite your business? You've got to pour the lighter fluid onto the system that's already working, and that is you ATMing on a daily basis, okay? That Bree presentation was promoting Transform when back in September, October. So that's not the one we're using now because it was very time sensitive and she was hyping up Transform and it was just boom, it was fire. So great question though. So what presentation should you be promoting? The one that you are most excited about, the one that gets you fired up. In the Make Money, the prospecting ATM group, there's probably a ton of presentations in there. Find one that gets you excited, and that could be your go-to presentation. I also think that promoting for live presentations is critical as well. When you have a prospect on a live presentation, which I'm always getting them in the group to watch the live presentation. Sometimes they're on Zoom. If they're on Zoom and in a Make Money Facebook group, I personally prefer to put them into the group so they can see the excitement. They're in the Facebook group and, but either way. So live presentations are powerful. Definitely promote for those. But I'm also a big proponent of the replay because the replay is 24/7. And it doesn't matter if someone's available at this specific time or not. I say, hey, when are you available? How soon can you watch the presentation? I can watch it right now. Great. Here's the link. I can watch it in an hour. Great. Here's the link. Message me back as soon as you finish watching. And of course, I'm still going to follow up too. Okay. So I think that's what I got, Bree. Is there anything? Bree, I was just talking about Bree's presentation. Mindy, I think that's what I got. Is there anything else that you'd like me to cover?
You know what? That was amazing. First of all, everybody, if you saw value in this, which I know that you did, give Aaron some love, give him some hearts. You know, we feel so grateful for your passion, for your excitement, for your leadership. And I want to ask all of you a question. When you heard him today, did he sign you up again? I mean, did you hear his passion? Did you feel his excitement? Here is what I want you to understand. People don't buy a product. They don't buy a company. They buy you. They buy you and your excitement, your conviction. Emotion sells, okay? Excitement sells. Facts will tell, but it's that emotion, it's that passion, it's that conviction that is going to sell. And the only way that it can, they'll buy from you is you have to show that excitement, that passion, that conviction. And one way to do that, though, is to make the business bigger than you. Okay, so this is what Aaron has done so well. I will tell you, in my first 4 months of this industry, 18 years ago, I struggled like crazy. And it was because I was trying to be the expert. I was making it about me, right? I wasn't plugging them into this massive system that we had. And I was building it on convenience, which that doesn't work well, right? When you make it a hobby, it's going to be a hobby, right? None of my hobbies have ever made me any money. But it was when I went all in with that diehard commitment, that excitement, that passion, and making the business bigger than myself, plugging them into the stories, right? Because the stories are what sell. And so you have an incredible beast right now to take advantage of with these customer groups, product groups, and these money groups. All you have to do is now go out there and be consistent, right? With your passion, your excitement, and kind of be like a monkey, okay? Where basically you just say, are you in? Great. Are you in? Great. If not, no big deal, but I'm moving on. I'm making it happen. I mean, that is Aaron's attitude, and that is why he was able to explode so much. He didn't have any emotion if somebody said no, or somebody, said, I don't want to do this, because he knew where he was going. He knows exactly what he's creating, right? And I bet, Aaron, some of those people that said, I don't want to be in that group, I don't want to do this, you tell me, but I bet some of them came along later when they saw you just making it happen with or without them, then they didn't want to be left behind. Am I right?
100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. So your conviction, your passion, your excitement, that's what you got to bring to the table and then plug into this massive system. And I promise you, some of those people, they're watching you, but they want to see how committed you are to make it happen. So you guys, I just wanted Aaron to come on and share this, because this is such an incredible asset that you have in your hands. And each and every one of you, if you did that commitment, like for me, so many years ago, when I finally decided, you know what, I'm doing this in a big way, I just got committed to a certain amount of people that I was reaching out to every single day. And when you just do that, how do you make money in this business? It's talking to people. It's connecting with people. The more people you connect with, the more customers you're going to get, the more business partners you're going to get, and ultimately the more money you're going to make. So make that commitment. How many people are you going to be adding to these groups? How many people are you going to be connecting with every single day to get those results? And I promise you that's going to duplicate out, because the speed of the team is the speed of the leader. So you guys, let's go kick some butt this week. Aaron, thank you so much for your passion, for your leadership, for your excitement, and everything you bring to Trinot. We feel so blessed to have you here. And we'll see all of you at all of our different events that we have going on this week. You guys have a great day. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.